You on mute. You on mute.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Girl, the countdown. I don't know. Was it me or was the countdown tripping? Okay. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey. We made it.
Well, you guys, we are here. We have made it to the end. We both stuck through it because I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. I usually check out on Big Brother, maybe like the last, when it usually gets down to like the last 4 or 5. If there isn't somebody that I'm strongly rooting for, or I think it's gonna be some bull hockey, I usually check out. So I'm proud of myself because I stuck through it all the way to the end. I ain't gonna tell you no lies. I probably fast forwarded through the last 3 episodes, but I stuck through it. I know, and I know Cheeks wanted to quit a couple of times. She was like, "Girl,
I have not watched a CBS episode since Takor's HOH, but I kept up via Twitter. Like I kept.
Well, I was gonna say, but you do the live feeds and you do Twitter, so that's sort of like you still knew what was going on. Like you didn't totally.
I knew what was going on.
You clocked out of the edited version of the show,
yes,
right?
I did. I did.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you clocking out of the edited version because listen, child. So we haven't done an episode in 2 weeks because we missed a week because all of us were busy. And then last week I was like, well, the finale is Sunday. We might as well just wait and just do one. Hey, Miss Toby Boo. Hey, everybody coming in. Lady Virtue, Tawana, Dejan. Hey, you guys. Yeah, so let's talk about where we left off with when Mackenzie getting that last HOH and her putting up Rabina and Kinu. I think we left off with Kinu leaving. Chemo leaving. I think that's where we left off.
Chemo left, Chelsea won HOH, and Mackenzie won the veto, which gave her
the ultimate. So that's what we left off. We didn't talk about that. So Chelsea wins the HOH, which again, at this point is anticlimactic, but yeah. Chelsea wins. Now, me and El Teddy were together. He was in town and me and her were hanging out and we were talking about her putting up Mackenzie and we were like, why would she do that? But then when I saw the strategy, I was like, okay, I get it. I understand why they did it. And I actually approve of why they did it.
I agree. She put them up because she wanted them to fight for the veto. She wanted to make sure one of them actually tried to win it because I'm sure she didn't want to win it and she didn't want Rubina to win it.
And they had a better chance with it. They had a better chance with Mackenzie than they had with Cam. Let's just be honest.
We ain't got there yet, but I'm gonna say some things to Mackenzie.
Okay, so Mackenzie. So the final 3 standing is Mackenzie, Chelsea, and Cam. Now listen, when we want to talk about a floater game for the books, we got to give Cam a top 3 for being a floater because Cam did nothing. Absolutely. Although when the jury was talking, I was like, wait a minute. They brought up some good points about Cam, about how he was a part of every alliance, but never got any blood on his hands. How he was always in the room, but never got any blood. No. I don't think that was enough for him to win. No. But what I'm saying is that's a skill. I just don't think he did it on purpose.
I feel like they had to say something nice about everybody. So that's what they came up with for Cam.
Oh, okay. But it's a valid point. It's just, again, I don't think that makes you a winner because I don't think he did it on purpose. I think it was accidental. Like, I don't think there was any strategy in that.
I agree. I think he was trying to win. He just couldn't. And these are not, people like to say, oh, they D1 athletes. That has nothing to do with these carnival games. Like, anybody could win, anybody could lose. And it just wasn't Cam's season. I don't think he was a threat because he wasn't strategic. Cam is somebody who I know for sure has never seen a single episode of Big Brother. So he was in the house, really didn't know what was going on. I think he got what he wanted from this, which is promotion for his TikTok and Instagram page.
I didn't even know he has a lot of followers.
He had the most followers this season. And I think he's really big on TikTok with, I believe someone said music reviews. Like, he's really big on TikTok.
I have never seen him on TikTok. Wow.
Me neither.
Okay.
I
I mean, I
think
know
I'm
TikTok is big, but I mean, I've
graphic.
just never come across him.
I
Okay,
haven't.
so everybody in the chat keeps saying that he was more of a coaster, not a floater. Can y'all give me the definition?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Like, I feel like y'all are making a distinction without a difference. Like a floater and a coaster. Can y'all give me the difference, please?
Yeah, because even though he was in all these majority alliances, he never was a driver of strategy. He just happened to be lucky enough to be in all the majority alliances. So I want to know the difference between a
I want
coaster.
to know the difference. I want to know y'all's definition of floater versus coaster, because a lot of people keep correcting me, saying not correcting me, but a lot of people keep saying, "Well, I think he was more of a coaster than a floater." I need to know the difference, because to me, that's a difference with no difference with no distinction. Y'all are making a distinction with no difference, as far as I'm concerned.
Right, they
Here
both
comes Abdul.
Cool. Oh, hey, Busy.
What's
Hey, Busy.
up?
Abdul.
Black by popular demand. Hey, everybody.
First of all, before we go any further, Busy, I am upset with you, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, God, get in line.
Did you go to the pumpkin patch by my house and didn't invite me to go to the pumpkin patch?
It wasn't the one by your house. I know where you live. It was not the one by your house.
All right, because I was really gonna fight you if you were down the street from my house.
No, we went to
did not invite me.
We went to Germantown.
Or at least drop off a pumpkin.
You can have one. Do you carve pumpkins? We're gonna do pumpkin carving on Thursday.
I do not carve pumpkins, but tell me what time you guys are starting. I may come over and hang.
Okay. So we're gonna do cocktails. And
I decorate pumpkins. Me and my girlfriends last year, we decorated pumpkins. We didn't even try to carve them. We just
I know
had
a lot of
arts
people
and
do.
and we decorated them. Yeah.
But the outside of my house it's a haunted house. Oh, babe, put the ghost on.
You decorated for women, so you decorated for Halloween?
Every year.
Oh, I have to drive by.
Girl, it's a spooky Halloween. We got a man in the front saying goblins and ghouls. We got it's you know all the land that we have, right? So we got
Busy, your house is actually perfect. You should have a Halloween party because you have that big yard.
We got the hands coming out of the ground. We got mums galore, and we got things on everything, and then there's a projector of ghosts all throughout the house. So on the outside of the house exterior, there's this ghost. All right,
I gotta come by.
Yeah, just drive by, girl.
I'm gonna come by. I'm gonna come by. Are you gonna? Did you post any pictures on your community wall or anything like that?
No, I'm not showing the people. I am not showing the people in my house.
So they can.
Well, that's why I was like, I wasn't saying like to dox yourself or nothing, but that would be really cute. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. We went way left. Okay, we're gonna. But yeah. I'm gonna drive by.
But the place is in Germantown, so if you want to go, we're going again because we went pumpkin picking, even though I wanted to go apple picking. We didn't get a chance to go apple picking. We did. There's this hard cider place called Doc Waters, and they do hard apple ciders, and they do flights. So you get to try the different types of ciders. It was so good. Even my babe got a little bit too. It was good, but it was so good. We didn't get a chance to do it.
Did you get baked tipsy?
No, well, he liked the side. He liked them. He was like, okay. I like this one a little bit more. And I bought some bottles. So you know what? I'll give you one of the bottles. If we do our pumpkin carving, I'll give you one of the bottles. I don't know how good this week is.
Because I don't have to go to work Friday, but I have to get up early. I have a flight to catch Friday. I have an early flight, but I can come by. So just let me know.
It'll be a week after because it's Howard's homecoming. Okay.
And listen, it's Howard's homecoming, Bowie's homecoming, and Maryland's homecoming all in the same weekend. I'm getting the hell out of town because it's gonna be a shit show all the way around.
But yeah, so we'll go back. So if you want to come with us, apple picking. I don't know if you like that, but I love apple picking. What's up, Sora?
Okay, well, just let me know. What's up? All right, I'm sorry, y'all. We went way left, but I haven't talked to Busy in a while, and I had to get on him because I saw the vlog and I was Gary B in my feelings. But anyway, floaters have the power, showing no allegiance to anyone. Coasters stick with their allies, but they coast.
Wait, I thought Kiss My Cheeks said she had something that she wanted to say.
I did, but it ain't had nothing to do with that.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say next year, if the finale is set up how it was set up this year, I want to go to LA.
Let's go.
I didn't realize that the finale was on a Sunday and we were already off work on a Monday. I could have did that. I was thinking like, oh, I can't take off work. I can't do it. But next year, if they set it up the same way, I want to be there.
And we can be in the parties.
I know, that's why I was telling you.
Right. Well, I'm down. I'm down for all of that. Okay, I see what y'all are saying. I understand y'all's point, and I see what y'all are saying, and I agree.
What they talking about floating? What? So wait, what did I just come in on?
So I was saying that Cam, I was calling Cam a floater, and they were saying they didn't think Cam was a floater; he was more of a coaster. So I was asking the chat what the difference was, and they're giving me their definition, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it.
It makes sense when they explain it.
What do we call it? Are we calling Cam a coaster?
Well, based on their definition, yeah, I would say he was more of a coaster than a floater. Yeah. Because Cam had no strategy and he did nothing on purpose. He was just there.
Yeah, Cam is a floater. I don't care what y'all say, and you're not going to change my mind on it. You go to a carnival and go to a fair and go to a theme park if you want a coaster. Cam was a floater. He went wherever the wind was blowing with power. He liked Mackenzie one day. He flirted with Chelsea one day. Sometimes he was pushing up on Leah, but not for game's sake. He was just vibes. And that is a floater game. That's not a coasting game like, oh, I'm going to sit and make sure that I'm cool. He was just cool because he was not threatening. Because he's a floater. Just like every other floater, he's a floater. I'm not making a new term for coasters. He was a floater. The man did not do anything. He won one competition barely and had to use that on himself. Outside of that, he had no idea, no strategy, no nothing. He listened to people. He's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's a floater. That is a floater. Cam made no part of any parts of decisions. If you want to tell me what a coaster is, I feel like a coaster would be someone who at least actually has some aspect of thinking about how to make it to the end of the game. I think Cam was week by week.
Cam
day by day.
No Big Brother. He doesn't know anything about it. He's never seen the show. So he didn't know what to do.
Day by day. That man was living day by day. He didn't know about other people's alliances until somebody told him. He didn't know about what was going on with other people's showmances until people told him. That man was not in tune with the game. He was not in tune with the game. I feel like what you're trying to give as this coaster thing is someone who's, okay, I'm not ruffling no feathers. I'm not doing a lot, and I'm not trying to. I'm strategically not trying to. He didn't have no strategy. Cam didn't have no strategy. Week to week, day to day, he didn't say, this is how I can get to the end. That would be a coaster. A coaster would be somebody who's like, how do I make sure I ruffle the least amount of feathers this week to get to the end? He didn't even think about that. He was carried.
Okay, we get it. We get it. Busy. We got it. We got it.
I'm tired of these people. Now people making up new terms. Girl, go away from me with this Apollo.
Moving on. So what we were saying before you came in, we were just going back because we haven't talked about since Chelsea's HOH when she put up Mackenzie and Rubina, but we know Rubina left, so that left 3. So that's sort of where we were when you came in. That's kind of where we were. So we see where it came down to the battle of the last. We know how it goes. They had to do the battle, and Cam could not win his way out of a fucking wet paper bag.
Sure can't. That's the coaster.
I mean, you couldn't do the endurance. We know he wasn't going to do nothing with them damn plugs and shit because that took way too much thought. I knew he was a goner when I saw that. I said, oh, well, I see it. Now I know how he lost because.
And the thing is, he was looking, he was so behind it, he was just watching Mackenzie at one point. And I was thinking, are you trying? Because he was just like, what she got going? So she almost done with this. And I was thinking, so you not playing anymore? It's too much. The man didn't deserve to be there. Let's get to it. I can't wait because I want to hear what y'all got to say about what y'all would have done.
Oh, I definitely have something to say about what I've done.
Okay, so well, listen, we can go through it. All right, so Cam goes home. Child, it comes down the final two. Mackenzie was the final HOH, and she sends Cam home.
What
So
would you
now
have
we're
done?
down to it's. What would I have done?
Yes.
I would have took Cam with me because I could listen. I could defend my resume against Cam up, down, side to side. Mackenzie, you gave away that money when you kept Chelsea. Period.
And then want to talk about I wasn't really here for the money anyway. Well, girl, you should have stayed at home.
I'd have been mad as hell if I was one of the people that got sent home. I don't like when it bitch. You could have said right.
You could have been
done like what's his name, Jeff, the older guy. You could have done like him and just
you could have got out second or third. What you doing all this fighting for and winning
all here for the money?
Vetoes.
I was here to make friends. You can find friends on the internet.
You ain't had no friends in Texas.
If you were Chelsea, what would you have done?
Cam should have been sitting in the final two. Period.
I think that same thing. I also think the same thing. I feel like there's a part of me that understands MJ's thing, because her thing is I want to beat the best. I don't get those type of girls when it comes to that amount of money. I'm sorry, I have integrity, and you will see my integrity throughout the rest of my life. I have a girl. I don't have to prove it here on a $750,000 thing.
Right. That's like what they do when they do the All Stars, RuPaul All Stars. Well, I want to beat the best, so I'm going to keep the best here. You already beat the best. That's why you're in a position to decide who the hell goes home. I don't understand that thought process of, well, I want to beat the best. You did. That's why you're in a position to make this decision, because you won. You won the final HOH. You beat the best. Hello.
And taking her out is beating the best. You beat her. Because when you win, you beat everyone.
Beat everybody.
Exactly.
I cannot fathom letting go $750,000, thinking about my family, just thinking about my family alone, thinking about student loans, thinking about paying off this house. I cannot fathom ever in my life saying, you know what, this may be risky, but I'm going to take her. I could not fathom it. I don't get it. I question how happy she is about her decision, because she's been holding her chin up, but I question how seriously happy she is about her decision.
She'll cry in the car, but
yeah, you know she cried in the car, girl.
She gave that money away, and it kind of seemed like when she was getting ready to do her eviction, Chelsea seemed prepared to leave. Like, I did my best.
Yes, she should have been.
Right. I dropped the ball on that last one. I missed it. Let me go. Like, Chelsea seemed like, okay, Mackenzie about to do the big one and send me out. You just set Chelsea up for the win. You gave her all that social game speak. My social game so good, it got Mackenzie to bring me here. Like, I feel like that's what swayed a lot of the jurors, is that Chelsea was brought to the end and not won her way to the end. So, Mackenzie, you just gave that lady some money, and I hope she take you out to dinner or something.
Okay.
I think she will. I think Chelsea will at least kind of pay for it. Oh, I forgot El Teddy does this show too. Hey, El Teddy.
Hey, boo.
Wait, you ain't have to sound so excited about it, Blue. Oh, him. I love you too. I'll be in DC in like 2 weeks. I'm coming by your. I'm gonna get Really B to take me by your house.
Really B, don't show him where I live.
You better have a plate for me. You better have a plate waiting for me when I get to your good house. Okay, some of them good oxtails, some crabs. You better have some waiting for me, bro.
You can come over.
I want to sit down with the mister and gossip about you with him. So tell me about Big Dog.
He is not a gossip. He'll be in his office doing his own thing. Really be no.
I heard what y'all was saying in the background.
He really pays Busy no mind. Like,
no,
that's why they're so good together, because he really pays Busy no mind. He's like, and when me and Busy get too loud, he will poke his head around the corner and be like,
"Hey, excuse me, I'm doing something over here."
John said that from the exit interviews, MJ seems a little bitter. So before we go further, El Teddy, we'll ask you the question that we're on. If you are the final head of household, who do you take with you?
That's not a hard question. That's a right that everybody knows you take Cams. However, I have a conspiracy theory about this with
Lord,
MJ.
here we go.
Why you at him?
Well, it's not really a conspiracy theory, but this is a truth, and y'all will understand what I'm about to say about this.
All right.
It doesn't matter for MJ if she wins the 750,000 or the 75,000. That is a 22-year-old white girl who has just been given a huge platform. Can you imagine the amount of doors that are about to open up for her?
That's kind of true.
750K is going to pale in comparison to
what
all
she's
of
gonna
this
get
stuff.
way later.
Right. She has the
That's
pretty
true.
face. She has the height. You know, she's going to get. So I can see her, and she probably comes from a family where they ain't doing bad anyway. So she could probably be like, girl, you can go ahead. This little 750K, I might buy me a little car with it because I know
I can
I'm about to
agree with
start getting
that.
all these calls that Chelsea couldn't even dream of getting.
I can agree with that. I think she has longevity in the grand scheme of all of the other competition shows, because people still follow Erin after she was calling people with all her racistness. People still love her as a family content creator, more than they do Davon or anyone else. So I actually
Big Brother will just be a footnote in her resume.
It's the starting point.
Right, it's just a starting point for her. So yeah,
fingers crossed, because you never know. But you can have all of that and still have 750K too.
I was getting ready to say I still want the money, but I understand your point. I still want.
I think she was young and dumb too, though.
Well, let's get to the jury. And first of all, how do you guys think Taylor did in taking over for Dr. Will? How do you guys think it happened?
She's cute. I liked her outfit. I liked her hair.
I like the beat.
I like that she checked in.
She looked good. That was about it.
I thought she did a good job. Every time she checked Angela, I was over here laughing because she checked the hell out of Angela.
An easy read. Those are easy read. This is my problem. Going for the easy reads is difficult. I wanted her to hit on, because Dr. Will, God rest his face, he really did put in the work when he was like, yeah, but that's not social gaming. Your game was a little bit different. He asked the hard-hitting question, and not just to one person. I feel like Taylor was just like, yeah, I'm going to read her because I know America's going to like that. I'm going to read her. Those are easy reads. There's so many people on the jury. There were so many people she could have made look dumber for their dumb decisions. Like, girl,
she didn't go after Quinn. Like
Angela, we could have. Quinn, you was dumb.
She should have went after Quinn.
Mariza. Like, girl, there were so many things that she could have brought up, and I feel like Dr. Wilder was like, so, but what do you feel about being taken nominees to? And now we have the people. None of these people are here, and you were saving the people who got eliminated later. Like, how do you feel about that game choice? Dr. Will would have held everybody feet to the fire. I feel like everybody on the table, on the couch, would have got some under Dr. Will. With Taylor, I feel like she was just, excuse me, it's not your turn to talk. Girl, what is this?
I feel like too.
And she didn't have a strategy game.
I don't think that I don't think I agree with Busy. I don't think she pressed any of them. There's so much that you could have attacked them. You could have attacked Leah for the fact that Leah, you didn't get into the game until the last third of the game. Until it was jury time. Because you thought your blonde hair, big boobs, and pasty white skin was gonna carry you to the jury, which it did. She could have pressed Tico. I would have pressed Tico on the fact that was it smart to pick two other people that can't win anything and can't carry you anywhere.
Amen.
True. And you never tried to deviate from them by adding somebody that could really help your game. Because Chemo and Robina wasn't winning nothing.
So question.
I don't think she was tough enough.
Guys. Okay, so y'all didn't think she was okay, that's fair. That's fair. I just enjoyed it because Angela irritates my soul. and Angela was really trying to create this whole narrative about Chelsea, and but I think that's a fair critique. I think that's a fair critique. Okay, what about the non-jury people when they put out the Tuckers and the how do you guys feel about those conversations?
I did have a moment. There was one touching moment, and the only part that got me was Joseph when he talked about you going through these hurricanes. You got people in your neighborhood that done died. You weren't even gonna come to this thing. Y'all still ain't got no power at home, and you only here because you knew this was a once in a lifetime situation. And you could even see on his face, he wasn't there. He was not there. No, he got a lot going on. And I was just like, oh my God. I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine.
Yeah. I feel like part of his motivation was, but I also feel like part of his motivation was his pay, because they get paid for that. I think that was part of the motivation.
Get some air conditioning.
But I agree. I definitely agree. And when he said it, it definitely made you think like, oh damn, yeah, you do have a lot going on. Like, forget this. Like, who cares about this? I didn't win shit. So yeah.
I felt bad. I definitely felt bad for him.
And maybe they were told not to react. I don't know, but is it me, or did T-Core not seem to be impressed when she found out that Kamala Harris was running for president of the United States? Not that she has to be, but she was just very blah. I don't know. Like Candace Owens had a better response than T-Core did.
I think that a lot
of call that woman Chelsea Candace. So
she is who she is, and she says that's her idol.
Well, then there's that.
I can't wait for her to catch up, because all eyes gonna be on her.
But I'm just saying, like, but that's my point. I didn't expect her to have a reaction. I expected T-Core and maybe T-Core
is American. Yeah, T-Core is American. She was born here.
She was not born.
She lived overseas, but she was born here.
I thought she was born in London and then came over like at 8 or something.
I thought she was born here and moved over there.
Maybe if she wasn't born here, then it doesn't matter.
I thought the same thing.
But I thought she was born here. But okay, I didn't think she was. I know she lived over in the UK. I thought she was born here. But if she's not American, then you're right.
I don't care. I don't care where she was born, where her accent's from, which is from a million places. It doesn't shock me that the lady who knits regularly it just had no idea what was going on in the outside world. I'm not concerned. Now I will say in her social media though, she be looking like a bad bitch.
She does. Her Instagram looks good.
Yeah, she ain't nothing like she looked in the house.
Nothing.
But look, once she knew she was going to jury and she took them braids out, it was a whole new T-Core. It was a whole new T-Core.
But I mean, you know what? That's something that I thought about. I thought about not just, I always think about this when I think about Big Brother, Black people and our hair, because they don't have any mechanism in this house to deal with our hair. So I feel like girls,
you should bring it. You bring it.
I was going to say, Chelsea did a good job of keeping up with her hair.
You bring it.
Yes, they
I don't think they let the guys bring do they let them bring?
Yeah, clippers? You can bring hair curl.
Yeah,
how you think
that you
No, not curl. I don't know about clippers though.
Yes, you can bring clippers.
I can bring them. Yes.
When did Xavier ever have hair on his head?
Oh yeah, the bald head guy. I forgot. What's his name?
Xavier. Never had hair in his head ever. They let you bring in no stuff, which is why
I'm talking about even this season. I remember them showing that. But what if I I can't cut my hair? I have my whole tape line jacked up.
But
learn how to do it.
Okay, so you not having the skill is different from them saying that you can't bring the tool. Because I'm the same way. I can't do my own hair, which means I would have to do braids and just hope that they hold out, right? Because I can't either. You can give me all the product tools you want, and it ain't. I'm gonna put in a ponytail. So
that's what Davon would do.
Having the skill are two different things.
Davon would always do braids. She was like, "Girl, I'm gonna be in this house for 3 months. I'm gonna be like a Black woman going to Jamaica. I'm gonna have braids on for the rest of this time." You know what I hated the whole entire segment was Tucker. Sorry.
That's got
my nerves. He was the hell out of me.
and it was too much. We don't give a damn about Tucker and Rubina.
Child, I was so sick of Tucker, and
yeah, he got on my nerves.
Autistic or something. What is up with the what? I'm not being funny. Does he have a disability? Does he legit have a disability?
I think he may be on the spectrum. I think it's obvious to see he's on the spectrum, but some people said that he'd be doing that blood sugar.
Even when he won, because even when he won America's Favorite House Guest, he was like, "Thank you for seeing somebody like me who's different." So I was like, "Well, maybe he is on the spectrum because the way it seems like his speech was more exaggerated."
I don't know what's wrong with Tucker, but it was too much. It was too much Tucker and Rubina. Like, Tucker, you went home, what, week 5? We don't care.
No, who got on my nerves?
We really don't care.
Who got on my goddamn nerves was Angela.
Oh, yes.
Angela, even Matt tried to give an olive branch to her. That bitch looked at him like, bitch, I don't care about you. I'm glad you gone.
Oh, I hated it.
Because he said, I heard you were wondering if I would hug you or not. And she was like, no, I wasn't.
Right.
Okay.
She was like, no, she said, I really wasn't. I was like, bitch.
She gives me privileged old ass white women that came up during the time. White women always knew, girl, I don't got to care about you. How else do you explain her basically going off? And the first time she went off, I found it to be racist. When she called him crazy eyes and all of that, knowing that that man is of Southeast Asian descent, you got whole Julie Chen, that's the host, and she kept going in calling this man crazy eyes. They ain't say nothing. They didn't check her ass, and they let her privilege go, and that carried out throughout the season. She was unhinged most of the season, and nobody checked her, which goes back to, like I was saying, white women and their privilege and their supremacy that they have, and nobody feels the need to check them. The way I would have went off on that woman, it wouldn't have been pretty. They would have threw me off.
She wouldn't have had an opportunity to say nothing to me, because what am I even apologizing for? Matt didn't even owe her an apology
at all.
So it wouldn't
Matt
have been
didn't owe her an apology, and she absolutely owed Matt an apology, and I did not understand why. She was like, well, I that's how I felt, and I stand by what I said. But I'm going to say this. I think that, don't get me wrong, El Teddy, I'm not sitting here saying that there isn't any privilege in Angela and how Angela acts. But I think Angela is just equal opportunity crazy. Because she gave it to everybody in that damn house. She is equal opportunity crazy. But I think that she is privileged. But I don't think there's no rhyme or reason behind it. I think she is just a privileged ass white woman that feels like she's right. And she's always gotten away with when she don't get her way, she turns into a fucking Karen. And she's used to that shit working, and it didn't work in the house. Because like even when she was talking about Chelsea, and she was like, she didn't like the way Chelsea handled her. Yeah, because Chelsea didn't entertain your bullshit.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's like how I feel about the people who are leaving Big Brother, and they don't say goodbye to people. I don't like you. And that's that.
Yeah, but
and it don't matter if you come back and you're like, well, you want to hug me? No, I didn't want to hug you while I was here.
Don't get mad at other people go off on you.
I don't know more about you since you've left the house. Maybe the world feels more empathetic towards you. Kudos to those hoes. I don't know you and I don't like you. No, I don't want to hug you. I'd rather not talk to you. I'd rather not hug you. What I got from you in the house, I didn't like. And I'm stating on that. So, girl, what I remember from Crazy Eyes and how you disrespected me and how I felt those 3 months ago, it hasn't left. Nobody has changed my opinion about that. I remember and experienced what I remembered and experienced. But I still have those feelings months later because I haven't seen social media. I haven't seen anything else.
She hasn't watched the show.
I don't know anything. My feelings are still the same. I didn't like you.
He's been a jury, so she doesn't. She's been a jury.
She has got the opportunity to watch and say, "Oh, I was wrong. I misspoke."
She still has her own feelings.
But that's not even the case that I'm making. What I'm saying with Angela is, Angela can dish it. Angela cannot take it.
She admitted that.
What I'm saying is,
yeah, she said that.
And that's my point. Angela, don't get mad when I come at your throat. Don't come over here with all because you came at mine, so I'm coming at yours equally. And they never did that to Angela. And I don't know, maybe because she's older, but baby, couldn't have been me.
The one that should have gave it to her was Lisa. Because she was the one, she tormented Lisa all her squad, made fun of her walk. Now, mind you, I was very entertained by all of that.
I love that.
I was highly entertained, but Lisa is the one that should have came for her neck. And Lisa, I don't think she said 2 words in the finale.
I don't think she also gave them enough, speaking of Julie, enough opportunity for everybody to speak, because I want to know, Kenny was going home, everything you hoped to dream for and wish for. Girl, you was begging to go home. Was it everything you wanted?
If I was Kenny's wife, his ass would have been sleeping on the couch. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Or maybe they should have like they do with the jury guests, and maybe not as long, but maybe they should do like a little fireside chat with the pre-jury guests that were evicted, just so to give them a little bit more time, because some of those questions we may can ask them and have a former winner or somebody.
I would love it. You know what, El Teddy, you wanted something. And Big Brother, if you're watching, because I don't stream this on my channel.
No. One second, real quick, Busy, real quick. Or how about this, Busy? How about you add to it that the evicted house guest collectively gets to vote for one of them?
No.
I would love that. I would love that, because
they have already. That's why Danielle lost.
They all aren't going to agree. No, I don't think that if you didn't make
everybody agree this time. No, I said just give them one. Don't give them each one of them. I'm saying collectively they all get together one vote.
So do we say we do 8 jurors or 6 jurors, and then the 7th juror is the pre?
The people.
Well, no, because then somebody doesn't get the vote. Oh no, they're part of the pre-jury.
If you go down to 6 jurors, then everybody at home gets one vote. I think that causes too much confusion, because what happens
also?
But you have to play. But you're playing the game from the beginning,
right? And you have to play the game longer too. You have to play the game longer because it takes longer to get to jury.
I think that's. I don't know. I think that's a good.
Don't give each one of them a vote, but just one collective vote where
they all get one collective vote. So they have to decide. So then we make the jury even number, and we make the pre-jury an odd number. And whoever wins pre-jury, that's the vote.
Of the pre-jurors then.
Yeah, whoever is the pre-jury, the majority of the pre-jurors get the vote. And then whatever we have from the rest of the jury.
That could be messy, because now you got to manage your jury from day one.
Yeah,
that's better.
That's
better. And then you got to think about what are they seeing after you get out. I think because you're going to have to continue to find ways to evolve the game.
They best shit talking and all the entertaining stuff that the messy people like me like during pre-jury, when you go home anyway, and people get more conservative when they know they're sending people to the jury house.
True.
So I think the show would be highly boring if everybody get a vote and we got to be conservative from day one.
I mean, but if you think about it this way, if it were me, I would think like this. I don't give a damn about the non-jury people. All y'all only get one vote. That one vote, if it make or break me, then I wasn't going to get it anyway. Girl, whatever. You go on, bye. I'm worried about jury, because that's more people. I got more people for the jury. That one vote.
That's your little one vote ain't going to stop you.
One vote? Okay, girl. You mad? Girl.
It could. We've seen some tight races.
I know we've seen that, but I would, for me,
I actually kind of like it. If they could do that for one season, I want to see how it will play out.
Because they need to keep AI Arena. AI Arena.
Oh, it needs to go nowhere.
I love that.
They have to keep that.
Oh no, because you said no. You don't like it.
It was too much.
It brought the chaos.
It was perfect.
If we do it again, the people in the house need to change the strategy, because it was too much. I'm gonna put up my allies, hoping they could beat the target. No, you need to put up 3 targets.
But that's not us to decide. That's what makes the drama.
That's on them. Yeah, listen.
And and honestly, we did not have a highly strategic cast. If we had a strategic cast, they would have used the hell out of that third option in that AI arena. This cast just was not that damn strategic and not that creative with their vote.
Everybody was making bad.
The only person who I did felt made good moves with the AI arena was Chelsea. The rest of them was stupid. When they would be making these moves, oh, I'm gonna put my ally. Oh, I'm gonna put this.
Yeah, that was wild. What? That was weird.
What is this?
Like I was like, what? So
it was wild.
I love the AI arena. They have to keep that, like, because it makes you now you got to put 3 people up, and now you don't know until the day of. Because think about it, without the AI arena, eviction day was pretty boring.
Used to after veto.
Eviction day had gotten pretty boring because you
did after the AI arena.
We, so and so going home, ain't nothing you could do. But that AI arena said, "Yeah, we don't know, bro.
I can't make you no promise until after this.
I don't know what's gonna happen." So,
okay, I can see that. I can see that. Maybe we can get some better strategy with the AI arena. I would enjoy it, but this season I didn't enjoy it.
Do you think that there was a way
I just think
Go ahead, really.
This cast was just not a good cast. I think overall this was just not a great cast.
I agree.
I'm in the middle. I think there was some good parts of this cast. I do think it was entertaining.
No, okay, stop.
It was not. I haven't watched the show.
Angela was entertaining.
This cast had the most vetoes used every week but one. Okay, people were flip-flopping alliances. There was no true big alliance, which Big Brother watchers have been arguing for years. We are done.
But that proves my point.
There's
no strategy. They were just moving through.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that this cast is better. It's worse.
They were doing, but they were still boring. We were not.
But to me,
you are lying. Yeah, we're not.
It wasn't. No, I think the fact that there wasn't big alliances that did make it more interesting because week to week, the shit was changing. Think about it. Think about
85%.
It didn't matter. They were crying because you didn't know what was going on. The uncertainty was unimaginable.
It depends on what you like. For me, I liked it. I like this season because when you got those big alliances, it gets boring. You automatically know what's going to happen. And this year, the way you had to maneuver and be strategic and so, because here's the deal. Even though I can't stand this man, he ain't do shit. It says something for Cam, even though that bitch ain't do nothing but float. He floated his ass to the third. And there was a whole lot of people and a whole lot of changes and a whole lot of maneuvering. And the thing about it is, having watched all but 2 seasons, I only took a 2-season hiatus because of the racism. But to me, this was a lot more enjoyable, not knowing from week to week. I'm going to tell you when you knew it was going to be a crazy season. When Cedric got voted out, Tucker, we knew that was going to happen because he was doing too much. But that next one was when T4 got voted out and Leah got voted out. When Leah got voted out, it was all bets are off. It was like, girl, we here for all of this shit. All of this.
I loved every week of this show. Every week of this show, I loved, except for the last 2 because then it became predictable. After Angela left, I tuned out because I was like, it's gonna be, these play school games.
You knew Rubina couldn't win nothing. And
these play school games, it's not interesting. But this season gave us unpredictable evictions. You did not know who was leaving. Since I've been dating my partner these past 5 years, these past 5 seasons, you knew who was going up, who was going home, what was going to, because those are the strategists y'all want, right? Those are the strategists y'all want. I want people to play like this.
I don't even think that's strategy, but Busy. I don't even call that strategy. I don't call that strategy. Go ahead, kiss my cheeks. I'm sorry.
And Angela were on the block. It was like routine. Okay, who going? Okay, Chemo and Angela. And then after T-Core's or Leah's HOH, Mackenzie and Chelsea just rotated. It wasn't another HOH after Leah. It was very predictable.
You mean as to who is HOH or who is going home?
After Leah's HOH, I believe Mackenzie and Chelsea just started rotating HOHs. It was either.
But by that point, we were down to like the last what, 5?
Yeah, but that's what after Leah's HOH, that's what I said. That's when Angela was gone.
At that point.
Yeah, that was when Angela left.
Yeah, because Angela left.
And then
that was the double eviction.
Yeah, Angela after Leah's HOH, T-Core left, Angela left.
That was the double eviction night.
Then it was Mackenzie, and Mackenzie got Leah out, and then it was Chelsea, then Mackenzie, then Chelsea. It was kind of like
that's when it got boring. That's what I'm saying. That part is when it got boring. But the first all those other weeks, you cannot trick me. They did not. You did not feel like you knew what was gonna happen.
To me, what I was saying about strategy was I don't call it strategy when I know what's going to happen, because that's not really a good. To me, what Chelsea was able to do this year and navigate through all of that took a whole lot of strategizing. And, she won't call it conniving, but she was, throwing people under the bus. She was, lying on people. She was very persuasive. She did whatever so to me, that's more strategy. Whereas if we have this big group, I could sit in a big group and just let them decide everything. Look at Taylor. She should have never won. Let me shut up.
You right when you right.
No, you're not.
Taylor should have never won. She was scary. That woman was scary.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
I'm going to ride with you on that with L. Teddy.
I'm sorry. People be mad with me when I say that, but I'll be like, child.
I think she persevered.
To be honest with you, had it not been for the way Taylor was treated, because honestly, I was rooting for Taylor, but that's why I was rooting for her. I wasn't rooting for her. I was rooting for her because of the way she was treated.
I love her. I love her underdog.
Yeah, I do like Taylor, but the truth is the truth.
Yeah.
The truth is the truth.
Do y'all think that there was a way for Mackenzie to win?
If she would have brought Cam, she would have
won. No, sorry, against Chelsea.
No.
I do.
To me, in the final two, it comes down to who's the better speaker.
Yeah.
And Chelsea is just a much better speaker than Mackenzie. Mackenzie was saying things that benefited Chelsea, where Chelsea was like running down on Mackenzie. And I did see on Twitter where Mackenzie said her feelings was hurt because she didn't think Chelsea would.
She didn't know she was going to drag her like that.
Girl, you should have been dragging right back.
But I think too.
Like again, this is not RuPaul's best friends race. Like the fuck.
This is not RuPaul's anything.
I think age played a part in it as well because Chelsea is much older than isn't she like 10 years older than her?
She might be in her 30s, but Chelsea is also a super fan, so she knows what needs to be said.
And Mackenzie's only 22. Mackenzie's only 22.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is her, she has a little bit of naivete there. She has some things that she has. She's not poised to do that type of, speaking and stuff like that yet. And so, it was inevitable for her to lose to, the only way she wins is if she put Cam against her.
And I would have loved to see them two talk about the final two.
Chelsea is 27 and Mackenzie is 22.
She carries herself older than that.
Because she's in a church.
That could be it. But Chelsea is also a super fan.
She's probably been public speaking her whole life, child.
Her whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I also think the Leah eviction was a huge turning point for the jury. And Mackenzie didn't know how to explain that it was her move, partially because it wasn't her move, it was Chelsea's. But
she couldn't explain. I don't even care if she could explain if it was her move. Kiss my cheeks. I think that her real problem was she couldn't explain why it was important for Leah to leave. It being her move or not,
Leah was never going to forgive her though.
As a viewer, was not important to me as it was understanding why was it important for Leah to get out, because from a viewer standpoint, Leah and Angela was going to have the white girl back. So you don't need to explain to me if it was your decision, clearly you made that decision. Bitch, why? Like, why was this so pivotal for? I want you to explain to me why getting both of the white girls out was such a strong move for you. The two white women who had your back. Tell me why that was so strong of a decision for you.
But I don't think it mattered at that point. I think once she voted Leah out, it didn't matter if it was her reason, she was the reason why, or if she wasn't. I think Leah at that point was not going to vote for Mackenzie at all.
I think she was.
That bridge was burnt. I feel like that bridge at that point was burnt because at that point, Leah was caught off guard, way off guard.
She was at the round table. It seemed like Angie and Leah were still like, no, but Mackenzie did do some stuff too. It felt like Leah and Angela still were.
I was surprised.
Mackenzie.
Yeah, I was surprised that Angela voted for Chelsea because I was just.
That's the only person I was surprised about, Angela. I agree with that. I thought for sure Leah was voting for Chelsea because I thought I just knew she was still upset with Mackenzie, but I thought Angela was gonna vote for Mackenzie. I knew that. I was very surprised.
I was as well.
So overall, you guys, let me ask you guys this question. Do y'all think it's time for an All-Stars? Do you think we've had enough seasons past that it's time for another All-Stars?
No. Well, no. Let me say that. Yes, I'm ready for a Big Brother. I'm ready for a Celebrity Big Brother, which I don't think we're getting anymore. I think they stopped doing those. I want that, but in the place of Celebrity Big Brother, I would like an All-Star season.
If I had to choose between the two, give me an All-Star before Celebrity. I don't like Celebrity Big Brother. I for some reason I just don't. Why not? I would take an All-Star before I took a Celebrity.
Why not?
Celebrity, I just don't care. It's a lot different to me, and I just don't like the difference. To me, the game is not the same. It's not likable at all to me with celebrities. I just don't like them. I don't at all.
Do you think that maybe that season celebrities with, that they pick?
Maybe that seasons with that boy who I can't stand just turned me off. But
You think it's the celebrities that they pick that probably turn you off?
Maybe that's it.
I'm with Gracie and her quilting. I'll take anything over them reindeer games.
I promise you, I've still never watched one episode.
I haven't either because
I never even watched it. I never even watched it.
I would have watched it if Franzel wasn't over there.
I would love another Celebrity Big Brother. I really like Celebrity Brother a lot. I loved when they had the black people there. Tamar, Kenzie. Like, I love that season so much.
That was good.
Hands down, that season was great.
Season 2, wasn't she? Lolo. Was Lolo on that season?
Yep, Lolo was on it because they were getting in the fights.
That was good.
That was a good season. When Tamar and I think it was Lolo who was about to fight. She said, say it again. Say, and I will, girl. You better go to the diary room.
Lolo was like, I ain't one of your sisters.
I will punch you in the face, girl. Say it again. Say it. Then say it. Then say it.
Lolo used to be on the challenge. She didn't know how to act, child. She didn't know.
That was a good. Those were good. I really think that Celebrity Big Brother was great. I want another one.
So this is what I'm gonna say about Celebrity Big Brother. I enjoyed the first two. I did not enjoy the last one.
It was only two.
And it wasn't just because of Todrick.
It was only two.
Part of it. No, there was three.
We did not have three Celebrity Big Brothers.
The first one was the one with Omarosa and Brandy Glanville from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The second one was Tamar and Candy and them, and then the third one was
that boy.
That
boy.
Oh,
Todd Bridges.
Todrick.
Yeah. I enjoyed the first two. I did not enjoy the last one. It was 3.
Yeah, it was 3.
So then we deserve another one. Do number 4.
I remember the first one had the first one had the swimmer, and they had to put that special pool in for him because
I didn't like the first one. I didn't like the first one.
Now, if they had Janky for the whole, I agree with Symmetry. If they had Janky for the whole Celebrity, I might be encouraged to watch.
No Celebrity, it will cost too much money. It will cost too much money because celebrities will leave. They would have to keep trying to keep the celebrities there. It's too much money.
The celebrities are good.
Well, let me say this. So what I was going to say was, what I was going to say was the thing about the Celebrity Big Brother is I have to change my mindset and know not to expect a traditional Big Brother. Like, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same length of time. It's just not going to be the same level of intensity.
Yeah.
So that's what I have to remember for me.
But because it is the same Big Brother. Like, I think what I do like about Celebrity Big Brother is that outside of all the fluffiness that they get, it's the same Big Brother. They actually don't change anything for Celebrity Big Brother. You get your HOH, you get your veto, and you get to leave. The house looks different, but
it is different when you talk about it's not the same length of time. There's no jury there's no jury management, so strategy is different. It is different. It's different.
There's a jury.
Yeah, but they get to go home.
Yeah,
it's not the same. It's not the same jury management. It's a different strategy, is what I'm saying. So I have to just get my mind ready and be like, okay, yes, it's the rules of Big Brother, but it's not the same level of intensity of a Big Brother.
I think it sounds like it maybe heard it was L. Teddy was saying. You start from the beginning. Be nice from the beginning.
Not to, because everybody get a vote.
Yeah, because everybody voting.
Right.
I think I'll tell you something.
Which is why your boy got in his feelings because he lost, because your ass, everybody was pissed off at you. So even though you probably should have won strategy wise, everybody was like, fuck you, bitch. And nobody
Sandra, he should have won that game.
Well, do y'all think Tamar is the first Black winner then? Yes,
I still do. And nobody's gonna stop me. She's not the first Black winner of Big Brother, but she is the first Celebrity Big Brother winner. Which, I mean, in all of the series, she won first.
I mean, she won.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her thing.
Or regular,
I'm gonna give her thing.
And she's a Big Brother fan. I've been watching the Braxton since I was little. I know a lot of people just got into it, but from watching the Braxtons, Tamar Braxton been talking about Big Brother since like season 2. She's always wanted to go on that show since forever. I know a lot of people just getting into the Braxton stuff like that, but she's been not even just Tamar. It's a family show for them, like it is for most people. Because I call my mom, I talk to my brothers and sisters. It's a family show. Tawanda really wanted to go, but she thought that Tamar would be better fit.
You think Tamar would do a regular season?
I think she would want to.
I would love to see that.
I don't think Tamar could be away. I don't think she could do a regular season.
All right, y'all. I got another video to do at 8:00. I love y'all. I thought that this was great.
I'm about to get off here anyway. All right, boo. Thank you. So we get ready to announce the fantasy situation, and then we're going to get up off of here. So first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who participated in our fantasy league. It was fun to add another layer to the game, to see who you picked, what your first predictions were, people, what you were right about, what you were wrong about. My biggest blunder was not pick. See, this is why you should always bet on Black, because I did not go with Chelsea. And that was my biggest blunder, because I was like, no, I don't want Chelsea. Always bet on Black, because if I had chosen Chelsea, I might be in the top 3, because my team was actually decent until the last couple of weeks. If I could have swapped out Chelsea for Cam, well, not Cam, who was the Kenny? If I could have traded out Chelsea for Kenny, because Kenny was a dud, and he was
my team. Where I was. I stopped changing my lineup and following where I was because I couldn't remember.
So the top 3 ended up being first place, who basically was first place pretty much the whole season. I can't see that, Chelsea. Read it. I can't see it.
Stormy is in first.
You better grab a life vest.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you see who in second. I'm mad I didn't win, but I did pull off a second, so I'm proud of that. And then, is it Juana, like Juan. Okay. Mm-hmm. Juana is in third, and those are our top 3 placements. Of course,
I don't even know where I'm at.
Well, let's scroll down and see, because I think it's close to the bottom.
Don't do that.
Really, 20th. $32, L Teddy, 32. But you have to swap. Like you have to swap and set up your lineup. Once you give
what happened was I would go like 2 weeks without, a week without, because I would forget because I'd be so busy and the thing would not send me notifications and I didn't know how to make it send me notifications. I couldn't. And so my schedule is just.
I got notifications. I don't know how you did. I got notifications.
I think what happened was the first time it asked me, I said no and turned it off. And it never gave it to me again. That might have been what happened. I think that's what happened.
Oh, because I never got notifications.
Did I get higher than Ravine?
No, she's in 6th.
No, Ravine is in 6th place.
I wanted to beat Ravine. I love you, Ravine.
I think we've been on here long enough where we can say the payout only goes to the ones who actually paid to get in. So if you are in the top 3 and you can't confirm your Cash App, we're giving everyone a week to confirm their Cash App to really be. You can, or myself, you can hit us up in the DMs. If you didn't pay, but you came in one of the top 3, it'll roll down to the. So pretty much if you made it in the top 6, go ahead and verify your Cash App to really be or myself, and we can see who was in what placement based on who paid to get in. But this was a lot of fun. Like we had how many? We had 46 people because one of them is my dummy team. Now I was not cheating. I have to set up a team on my laptop or I won't be able to share the screen. But the team I play with is the team I set up on my phone. So my dummy team was in 44.
Yeah, but you said in your title it was your dummy team, so we knew. Yeah.
Okay, good. But
at least I beat the dummy team.
You did, because I never set it up. But the dummy team had Angela, and Angela in the beginning, my dummy team was higher than my real team because Angela was getting them points for the drama in the beginning. So
yeah, Ravine, I have your Cash App. So if it rolls down to you, I got you. So the people we're looking for is 1st place and 3rd place. Now, Joanna, I do believe I know who that is. They're in my chat. I just need to confirm it's the same person. So again, just like she said, just slide in my DM or slide in her DM and just confirm who you are. And the lesson we learned for next time is when you guys Cash App us, you need to put the name of your team in the memo because some of y'all did and some of y'all didn't. And that's why we're just not certain. But that's on us. We live and we learn, growing pains. It was our first time doing it. So, but we know for next time. We'll know for next time. So with that being said, you guys.
We will do this again next time because it was a ton of fun.
I definitely had a good time. I had a good time.
Yes. Okay.
All right, you guys. Well, we can get out of here. Thank you for joining us, El Teddy. I know you are a super fan, so I was like, we're going to talk about it if you want to come through. So thanks for coming through.
Wait a minute. You know what we should do? Whenever they announce Traders 3, we should do this for Traders.
Yes, we should. This would be good for Traders.
It would.
Celebrities that we put on our team. This will be good for Traders.
I'm down for this for Traders. I am down for this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whenever they announce Traders,
all right, so that'll be the next one.
Hold on. Will we decided before we knew who the traders were, or after the traders were chosen? I mean,
you have to do it before.
We're gonna have to figure out how to set it up.
Because if I choose somebody that becomes a trader before I find out, you know what I'm saying? Then I might
get more points. Because typically
it'll probably be a point thing. It'll probably have to be a point thing.
And how we set it up. And since we'll be the creators of the league, we can decide how the points will be set up.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be huge for traders because we actually know these people and we're not guessing off of no pre-game interview. Like we know these people and we know we can guess how we think they'll do in this game. Des, you're not going to be broke. It was only $10. But that mean
Because I'm looking at him like, bruh, what did you pay? Like, bruh.
my friend be telling me that all the time. Don't count other people's money. I'm sorry, but
You need some help, Des? I can help you out. Bruh.
Ciao.
But first we gotta wait for
all
them
right,
to
y'all.
put traders out.
All right, y'all. We about to go. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. I